Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday, February 2nd, which means it is Super Bowl Sunday, Super Bowl 54 to be exact. Let me tell you something funny that I realized this year. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm not. I just turned 54 on January 17th a couple of weeks ago. And it is Super Bowl 54. So Super Bowl's been happening since I was born. The year I was born, possibly the month and the day, because Super Bowl happens, it's happened sometimes in January, sometimes in February. So I'm gonna look it up and see what exact day was the Super Bowl. Was it on my birthday, the 17th? Wouldn't that be amazing? But yeah, I just didn't realize it. I know what number we are in every year when we watch the Super Bowl, but then, it's been happening for so long. And I just went 54. I am 54. I just turned 54. So it just made it even more part of my history, just gave me even more special connection. I was raised on sports. My brothers, their favorite sports were baseball and football. They also loved basketball, and they would play in the middle of the streets in the summer, and they were into it in their schools. They would go to the games, the World Series. We lived right by the Oakland Coliseum, which is now the Oracle Arena in Oakland, and they would just go to the games. And of course, me being from the Bay Area, Oakland to be exact, of course, we were always for the Oakland A's and the Oakland Raiders. And our second favorite team, of course, was the 49ers and the Giants, because we had to go to where we were exactly from, which is Oakland. But the next thing was the important things that the other team was from the Bay Area. So we would always go for Oakland, of course, to be loyal, because we're just loyal. But we would always be Giants fan when it came time to baseball if the Oakland A's weren't involved. If they weren't playing against each other, of course we would go for whoever was playing. So as long as the Giants didn't go up against Oakland A's, of course, we were loyal and fans of the Giants. Same as football. As long as the 49ers weren't up against the Oakland Raiders, of course we're number one loyal fans to the 49ers. They're a Bay Area team. They're our neighbors. That's how our philosophy worked. So as long as they weren't involved or going up against each other, of course, we were both teams fans. So do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, but if we had to be exact, because we're exactly from Oakland, so we were Oakland A's, Oakland Raiders fans. We were so loyal to them because Oakland Raiders had so many great years. In the 70s, they won Super Bowls back to back. I remember them parading in the streets of Oakland, and the happiness, the excitement, the proudness of Oakland. It was just amazing. And then they even visited our elementary school, two football players, which one was Jim Plunkett. And I remember them looking up at them and being, oh my God, their bodies are so huge. And they showed us their Super Bowl rings, which of course were huge, but they were so beautiful. I remember exactly what they looked like. And we were just in awe, just amazed, and just so proud and so happy that they came to our elementary school. So, and I remember being a part of that parade and just being an amazing time for Oakland. And like I said, they had their winning years, their winning Super Bowls back to back. And of course, they had many years of losing streaks, but we were still loyal. We were from Oakland. We had to support Oakland. And we loved our Oakland Raiders, and we still do. But this year, and even when they went to LA, I was their fan and supported them. I was sad that they weren't a part of Oakland. And I definitely had, if 49ers played the LA Raiders, I definitely had to go for 49ers. They were my other team, my twin team. So that's just how it went. But we missed them, and fortunately they came back to us. And so there we went back, to being loyal to them and supporting them. This year, when they went to Las Vegas, I really had to come to the conclusion that I had to retire my jersey, because I have nothing to do with Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. I've been there many times. I don't have any family or friends or any connections to Las Vegas other than loving the state and being there and enjoying, everything that they have to offer. But I thought, no, 49ers is my twin team. I have to go for them. They're Bay Area. They're neighbors. They laugh, so that's what I have to do. But I still was loyal to the Raiders as long as the 49ers weren't involved. Now it was the opposite way. And so, yeah, but now with Las Vegas, I felt like, no, I have to hang up my jersey. That doesn't mean I'm going to get rid of my jersey. I will always keep my jersey in every memorabilia I can't even say that word. Everything that I have of the Oakland Raiders, I will definitely keep and continue to wear, in times. But I definitely had to let them go, wish them well. They will definitely be missed. But it's all about the 49ers now. Now the baseball, we still have our Oakland A's and our Giants. So if Oakland is playing, we're definitely going to go Oakland A's. If they're not playing, definitely the Giants. So that's how it goes. So, because I tried to do this video before and I kept repeating myself, so I'm not going to do that this time. But so I think you get what I'm saying. So yeah, so they will definitely be a part of our history, a part of our memories, and it was just great times. But now we have to put our full full-fledged on the 49ers. I'm so excited today. They're going up the Kansas City Chiefs, which what I heard about them is they never been or won a Super Bowl in 54 years. So they're like the underdog. And it would be so meaningful for them to win. So, I feel that I can't support them, but, if they were to win, congratulations, because that is it's going to be a humongous moment for them in time. But definitely the 49ers will win. They have to win. I want to win. That's my team. So sorry, Kansas City Chiefs, but I wish you were playing against somebody else. But yeah, so anyway, I wanted to prepare as much as I can for the Super Bowl, but my daughter was in getting ready to have her baby, and we were like held down tight. We didn't know what time, what date. She was overdue. I couldn't even go anywhere on my birthday, even though I had an amazing birthday here at the house, and I did some amazing things, had my nails done, went to dinner with my husband. We had an amazing party here, but I couldn't go out of town like I usually like to go out of town, because we were on pins and needles, not knowing when the baby would come, and so that was our number one priority. So I didn't have a chance to go out and get like a jersey or a shirt or, even plates to eat on for the 49ers or anything like that, because as you probably know, if you saw the video, my daughter just had her baby. She had her baby this past Tuesday, and so we've been focused on her. She came over all day yesterday to, for us to be with the baby and stuff like that. So we just been so focused on that. And after her having the baby, we have been so exhausted. As you know, I'm going through a lot of shoulder pain. So I've been in therapy. And then with the labor, she had a long, rough labor. It was a 48-hour labor. It was just intense. So I was more exhausted and more sore with my body. So in between times, I've just been trying to heal and rest. So I didn't have a chance to go out and do everything I wanted to do or get what I wanted to get. So, and then the Kobe Bryant thing happened. And so my heart is just completely broken. Like I said, we also love basketball. Of course, we love our Warriors, and we have to support and be loyal to our Warriors. But if the Warriors weren't involved, that was our second favorite team, which was the Lakers. And like I said, if Warriors weren't involved, then they became number one team for us. I have a lot of family in LA, a lot of connections to LA. So of course we had to go to the Lakers. I love the colors, the gold and the purple, purple being my favorite color. So just all these little silly connections. So it has just broken my heart. My heart goes out to his wife and his children and his family and the whole world, because it impacted us like no other before. It was just something that touched our heartstrings, where the country's going through so much sad and scary times, and it was just a wake-up moment that we just have to get it right. We have to, make peace with people and things. I always said I have cut so many ties with my family, and my husband with his family, a lot of members of his family. We have a lot of special relationships still, but we had to cut a lot of people out of our lives. It was just too toxic. We just can't stand the lies, the fakeness, the hypocrisy. And so even with this situation, we don't want to get back together just because this was a moment that affected us, because we completely cut ties and we all made peace with it. We're not, oh my God, it's not making us angry. It's not hurting us. It's not bothering us. We just really made peace with it, and everybody's happy. Everybody's gone their separate ways. Everybody's happy. At least I know we're happy. It just keeps our family with peace and happiness, and just keeping our family healthy with all that out of it. But, you know, for the people that there's a chance that you can, you know, come back together and make that peace, maybe something over silly, but you haven't really complete cut off ties. Yeah, then that's a wake up moment for all of us to really be good, kind, honest human beings, to bring the happiness, the peace together for the world, for our family, our friends, just all of that. And I'll do a separate video on that. I don't want to go into it because this is about Super Bowl. But yeah, so we had that happen. And so I really just haven't been able to go out and do and get the things that I wanted to do to celebrate Super Bowl Sunday. So I just did what I could. I have you've seen this shirt in a lot of videos. It is my favorite Lucky shirt. We just went in October to the Marco Antonio Solis concert, which is my husband's favorite singer. It's the most comfortable shirt. It's just a beautiful shirt. It's my lucky favorite shirt. So you will see it in a lot of videos, but it is washed and clean. Trust that. So I didn't have really anything red, you know, so I couldn't even wear a red shirt. But I said, okay, I'm going to wear this shirt because not only is it comfortable, my favorite shirt, but it's my lucky shirt, and maybe it'll bring the 49ers luck. And then what I did is I incorporated red in my watch for the 49ers. I didn't have a gold bumper. I had one that's rose gold, but it just wasn't the same. So I incorporated red in my watch. I incorporated red in my lips. My makeup is red and gold, like the 49er colors. Let me see if I can get up close. Yep. So, and then I have gold earrings. So I try to incorporate red and gold as much as I could. The rest is black. So yeah. And then we're going to do probably purple plates, paper plates in honor of Kobe Bryant and the Lakers, just to keep a memorial for him even through this Super Bowl Sunday game, where our beloved 49ers are playing and we are just on an emotional high. But, you know, we want to keep a memorial for them as well, because it's sports, you know. So yeah, so rest in peace, Kobe and Gianna and all of the passengers that perished on that helicopter crash. Our hearts, like I said, go out to Vanessa, the children and the family and friends, and all of the people who loved Kobe Bryant and the Lakers, and all of the family and friends of the other passengers. Like I said, I'll do a separate video on that, so look forward to that. So yeah, so I sent my husband to go. I was getting ready. So he said, well, you know, what do you want to eat? I said, just some like finger food snacks. So I'm going to do some wings, some chicken wings, and we're going to have sweet and sour sauce with them. We're going to do some hamburgers. And we're also going to do chips and dip. So those are going to be our Super Bowl foods. So it's going to be really delicious. I'm about to go get started on it now. I'm not sure exactly what time Super Bowl starts on. We got the channel on it already, just to make sure. I think it's 3 o'clock. Don't quote me on that. I'm not for sure, but we got the TV ready to go. The kids are still sleeping in, which they need it. They need their rest. So when they get up, you know, everything should be pretty much ready. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And I'll be like adding in clips of how the game is going, and how we're feeling in the moment. So, oh my God, good luck 49ers. We love you. We're dedicated and loyal to you, and you are an amazing team, always have been, and we know you can do it. We have no doubt. We are very proud of you, and we just have the belief and faith in your greatness, and so you will take the championship. We believe that with all of our heart, but always, you know, we're going to pray. We're going to say good luck. And just let's have a wonderful game, especially considering what the world is going through, and, you know, the memorial that we're going through with Kobe Bryant and stuff. So let's just make it as fun and as comfortable and as happy as possible. And if they won on the Super Bowl 54, which is my lifespan, that would just be amazing. So I'll take you through the whole journey as the game is going, you know, the score, what's happening. And it won't be a spoiler because you won't see this video until the next day or the day after when the game is all over. So by the time you see this video, we would have already known who won. So it's not a spoiler alert. But yeah, so I can't wait to see what unfolds. I'm very excited. you know, I'm all showered, dolled up, and as ready as I can be to support my team, my Bay Area team. Oh my God, it's exciting. Everybody's on Facebook posting and commenting, and I will be no different. So yeah, so go 49ers, go Super Bowl 54. I'll keep you in touch on what's happening. Did I also fail to mention that our halftime will be J-Lo and Shakira, two Latina women, which is awesome. One being Puerto Rican, like me. Thank you very much. I cannot wait. It's going to be an amazing halftime. They are just so beautiful and sexy and talented. And just to represent Hispanics in the Latino community and just represent their type of music is amazing. And then last night I was watching a report on their dancers that they chose. These dancers are from Colombia, which Shakira is from, and they are amazing. They've been dancing forever, but they seem to be pretty young, like 20s, 30s. But they're super talented. They were showing them practicing and just trying to put their parts together. It was, I mean, beautiful people. The salsa, they're so into the salsa, which there's a Cuban salsa, there's a Puerto Rican salsa, we have Colombian salsa. It's basically the same thing. Salsa is salsa, but you don't really see like a lot of salsa in Mexico, even though some people might dance it and love it. It's pretty much like the Caribbean. So we are so proud of our music, our salsa music and our salsa dancing. So that's going to be exciting to see. I mean, these people dance amazing. I mean, you're talking about extremely talented. You can see the talent. You can see their love and passion for dance, their love and passion for salsa music. So I cannot wait to see them perform. Just practicing was just like amazing. And just, of course, to see Shakira and J-Lo together, two bombs together. I know that word is scary to say these days, but you know, like two amazing, amazing talents, and one representing my culture, which is Puerto Rican, is amazing. And I love Shakira, love everything about Shakira. So I can't wait to see both of them. They had done some conference and they were just saying how proud they are to be a part of this moment, to be a part of something that's so big and huge, which is the Super Bowl. So they were excited and getting ready to do it. So at halftime, check them out. It's going to be amazing. So I just wanted to come back on here before I do the rest of my blogging and just mention, because I'm like, how could you have forgotten halftime and who was going to perform? So, I mean, this Super Bowl is really historic, really meaningful, just really exciting. So I can't wait. Right now, I'm going to show you what my daughter's doing. So we are getting our Super Bowl foods ready. Like I said, we're going to do hamburgers. We're going to do chicken wings with sweet and sour sauce. And we're going to do potato chips with salsa dip. So right now we've gotten some of the hamburgers ready. So we have some right there ready. And then she's picking some more. We're going to probably do like a total of 12 because we have a package of 12 buns. And because we're doing other stuff, we don't need more than that. So she makes them bigger, better than me. So my first 4 came out really tiny. Not tiny, they're more like a little bit bigger than a slider, but hers is like regular hamburgers, so they're going to be delicious. Excuse our counter. We got a lot going on. My husband's lunch pail is there and stuff. So we got some soda. I really don't drink soda because I'm on the keto diet. I am saving myself space to be able to at least eat a regular hamburger bun. And stuff like that, but I'm gonna mainly be into the chicken wings. But yeah, there's soda for whoever wants to drink it. We have the sliced cheese for the hamburgers. There's our sweet and sour sauce, which is my favorite. These are for the chicken wings. The chicken wings are right there just frosting as we speak because they were frozen. We have 2 packages of those. And then we have our chips here. My husband got sour cream and onion, and then we got some regular classic, and he bought this dip right here, but this is not what I wanted. This is perfect for nachos, but we're not doing nachos, so we'll definitely, when we do nachos, we'll definitely have this, which will go great, but it wasn't what I wanted for the chip dip. So my daughter's boyfriend, hopefully on his way here, will get us some salsa, actually salsa dip, which is the same brand, same bottle or glass container, but it'll be the actual salsa. And that's pretty much it. We got a lot on our counter. My God, it's not easy preparing for Super Bowl. So these are our wings, and this is just the first batch. We got more frying in the pan. We got more to still put in the pan. So yeah, that's the first. We got our batch of hamburgers. That's gonna be it. We got our buns, our sliced cheese, our onions, and then we'll add the ketchup or whatever else they want. So that'll be that batch. And of course we have the tops on them so that they're nice and protected. We got the top for the chicken wings, and then of course we have our Okay, everyone, it is the next day. It is Monday, February 3rd. As we all know, my 49ers lost. It was a well-played game. It was really close in score. It was just real tight to the end. The only thing I saw that was really disappointing to me was the quarterback. I've never seen a quarterback play as bad as this quarterback did in all my life. He's definitely not a Joe Montana or a Jerry Rice or any of the great quarterbacks that the 49ers have had. And it was so disappointing, and I found myself kept saying, what are you doing? It's like when he went to go throw the ball, it's like he couldn't see who he was going to throw it to. He didn't know who he wanted to throw it to, and when he threw it, it was like he threw it to the worst person ever, which was a person that could barely run any yards or was way off to the side. And then sometimes he decided to go for it himself and just got attacked, or he held it so long trying to figure things out forever and he would get attacked. It was just the worst quarterback I've ever seen. And I don't know much about this quarterback, but he definitely wasn't the quarterbacks that I'm used to, the great ones, especially the great ones that the 49ers have had. Like I said, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, and all of those. It was just really, really disappointing. And I think that's where the biggest mistake was in the quarterback. And I even texted my brother, you know, I grew up with football my life. I'm not a pro at football, but I do know a lot. I was raised with it, raised around it. And my brothers definitely played it. They were big sports athletic people. They went to games. And so I texted my brother, who we were texting actually through the game. And I told him, oh my God, what is wrong with this quarterback? It was so disappointing. And I told him what I thought. And he texted me, and this is exactly what it said. And I also put a picture of his text so you guys can see. He just blew it, didn't shut them down, didn't make the right plays. And he put but I think he meant something else. Didn't protect the quarterback, didn't connect with the receivers. And then he's funny. He said, oh, well, it's always next year. What will be, adios. So he's really funny. But yeah, so I was happy that it wasn't just me seeing this, that there was really a disconnect with this quarterback. And I think if we had a better quarterback, or a quarterback that would have been like those great Jerry Rice and Joe Montanas, I think it would have been a whole different outcome. But nevertheless, Kansas City Chiefs really played a really good game. The only thing that I didn't like as far as Kansas City Chiefs was when that guy supposedly made that touchdown, which to me and many people wasn't qualified as a touchdown, because they kept repeating the play over and over again because they were thinking of overturning it, when he clearly had put his foot on that white line to the side before he even barely touched the end zone with the ball. And they played it over and over again. And I'm like, you could clearly see that his line had already touched that white sideline before, seconds before he put that ball in the end zone. And it should, in my opinion, should have been overturned. That's the only thing that I saw where they really, where it was a clear, not a good call. And the only other thing is Mahomes, which is supposed to be the great one of the Kansas City Chief, which he was really good. But I think there were some parts where he started to get desperate because things weren't going as he wanted them to. And I can see the desperation, and it was causing him to make a few little stupid mistakes. And then he kind of got a grip. And then, of course, as we all know, they won. And it was a well-deserved win. And I said from the beginning, before the game even came on this video, that if the 49ers lost and they won, I would be happy for them in the sense that they haven't won a Super Bowl in 54 years. I looked on the research, and they played the first Super Bowl game, which is January 15th, 1967, from what I read on Google. And I forgot who they played against, and it was in the LA Stadium. But I'll send a picture of what the information I found on Google's. And they haven't won or been to a championship in 54 years. That's my whole lifespan. That's how long the Super Bowl has been around, 54 years. But it also confused me because when Google said that the first football was January 15, 1967, that's not 54 years, that's 53 years. So I'm kind of wondering why they call it Super Bowl 54 if they started in 67, which would have made it 53 years. So I got to look into that. And whatever I find, I'll add either the picture of the information, or I'll add a small clip letting you know what I found. But yeah, so they both played really good. Like I said, it was really tight. As you can see, the score was just really, well, it was really close into the very end when they made that final touchdown. Then I think the score ended up being 20-31. So that's like one touchdown and a couple of points away, which is still close because they were like 20 and 24 there, something like that. And then at the end it was 20-31, which I still consider it really close, which everybody kind of predicted it would be. So yeah, so it was sad because you always want your team to win, and the 49ers are just an amazing all-time great team, one of the greatest teams of all times. So when we really wanted the win, but they gave it their best. And yeah, other than the epic failure of the quarterback, I mean, both teams really played a great game. And so even though my heart's broken for the 49ers, but we'll always have next time, like my brother says. I want to say congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs for a well-played game, a well-deserved win. And, it's a moment in history and time for them because like it's been said, they haven't won or been to a Super Bowl in 54 years. So that's like such a huge moment in lifetime in history to wait those many years to win the Super Bowl. I mean, they're probably on cloud nine right now. They're probably just in awe, and they definitely deserve it. And I really congratulate them because that is something to be so proud of. So yeah, so congratulations to Kansas City Chiefs, and have fun, have fun and enjoy this win. You really deserved it. And, and I believe to have played against one of the greatest teams of all times, the 49ers, is another huge proud moment that they went up against one of the greatest teams of all times, the 49ers. They didn't just play any team by luck. I mean, they played one of the greatest. So that's something to be proud of too. But yeah, we'll see what happens next year. But, it was just fun just to be with my family, and we made, and I'll show you pictures of the end result of what we made. We made hamburgers, like I had mentioned in the beginning. We made chicken wings with sweet and sour sauce, and we had chips and dip and some drinks. And, we try to incorporate colors because, like I said, I didn't have a chance to get any shirt or jersey or any, thing of the 49ers because I had been Raiders fan all my life, so I was always focused into Raiders. And then with the birth of my granddaughter, it just, the time wasn't there. So next year, and as the time goes by, I'll start to collect more of 49ers attire. So I'll be ready. But we did try to incorporate, like I said, that I put the colors into my makeup. I put the colors into my watch, which I use my Apple Watch. This was black like it is now, and the bands were red. So I tried to incorporate it, and then I just wore my lucky shirt. So even though they didn't bring us good luck, but yeah. And so it was just nice just being at home, with my family in front of the TV screen and just watching it. And there were lots of moments other than the game that I just was so proud of and were the highlights to me. One, of course, being halftime. Two Latinas representing, one from Colombia, which is Shakira, and one who was Puerto Rican, like myself, J-Lo. I mean, they both were just beautiful and sexy and just showed once again their extreme talent, and they just like hit it off the chart. I mean, it was just amazing, amazing. And, I just didn't expect no less. I mean, they just brought it and killed it. And I just loved it from beginning to end, from the dancing to the music to the songs, to J-Lo, opening up that big Puerto Rican flag and being so proud myself to be Puerto Rican and proud of her, and performing with her daughter and having the kids. There were some political protests in there, but it was done so classy and so perfect that some people didn't even notice that there was a political little protest in there. It was the with her daughter and the kids being in the cages, representing us not to forget those kids that are in the cages. It's just like something that should never happen, something that should never be, and we gotta really uplift them in prayer. And hopefully they will be out of there and reunited with their families, because this is not what this country is about. This is not what should be happening. These are innocent kids who didn't make any decisions. They have no fault. They are just following their parents who are trying to save their lives, who are trying to give them a better life. And so, I mean, they just obey and follow their parents. They didn't have any control or decision in coming here, but their parents did it for a good reason, to save their lives. And like I said, for a better life, and they have ended up paying the price, and that is not okay. It should never be okay with anybody or any country or under any circumstances. And so for her to remember the kids in the cages, I uplift them in prayer every night. They are pretty much number one on my list. Of course, I always pray for my family and our health and our life. And, for forgiveness, we should always constantly just, ask the Lord to forgive us, if we made any mistakes, if we said or did anything to hurt or offend anybody, or just make wrong decisions, to forgive us and help us to be better and stronger each day. And of course, when I go to uplift anyone or anything on my prayers, they are definitely top of the list. And my heart just go out to them, and I wish I could do something, and I can't. Even political people that have power seem to can't do anything, which I don't get it. But, so since for a lot of us, we can't do anything, prayer is powerful. Prayer is powerful. So keep remembering them and uplift them in prayer. I mean, these are innocent babes, like I said, that had no decision making, no control. And so yeah, and then the song Born in the USA was also kind of like a protest saying, hey, Puerto Rico is a part of the United States. We are American citizens, and we deserve the love and the support and the help that we so desperately need. Between those two hurricanes back to back that almost killed the entire island, and now these earthquakes, it's just, I can't even explain how much Puerto Rico needs to be remembered and needs to be helped, because, for even human reasons, even if we weren't a part of the United States as a human thing, but to know that we are totally a part of the United States, and we are American citizens, we should never be forgotten. We should be definitely helped. And it's just amazing what the island is going through, and my heart breaks for my people. I also, of course, uplift them in prayer every night. And I just hope that things will change and they will have a chance to heal and recover before some other catastrophe or natural disaster happens again. We're not even able to catch our breath. It's like they can't win for losing. It's like just when they think there's even a glimmer of light to heal and recover, we get knocked down again. There's a sound I'm going to shut off. So yeah, so let's not forget Puerto Rico, and I'm glad that she did that. Hey, we are American citizens and we deserve to be helped. You know, we cannot be forgotten because we're a separate island, or because we're not exactly a state, but it's a free associated state is what it is. But we're still American citizens. We belong to the United States, so we should never forget that. And some people do that. So I think she wanted to just remind everybody that, you know, this is what's happening and this is who we are, and let's not forget. So, but it was so peaceful and so well done and so classy that a lot of people, it wasn't like a bang or people are going crazy. I noticed there was no kneeling that I saw of, but you know, kneeling is really, I don't want to get into this controversial political thing, but let's just think about this. We kneel when we pray to God, or at least we should kneel when we pray to God. And nothing and nobody is bigger than God. And if we honor God in that way, and that's such a huge sign of respect, you know, that's like to me the most beautiful way to protest. And a veteran even told Colin Kaepernick to do it that way. So it is not offensive or anything against the veterans. I have tons and tons of veterans in my family. I myself was part of the ROTC program, which is a Reserve Officer Training Corps, which prepares you for the military. And I was in there for many years, and I almost went to the Army, but I decided to get married like a big old dummy. In my first marriage. But yeah, so, you know, veterans, you know, are so meaningful to me, so important to me for their sacrifice, for their love, for everything they do. I thank them. I love them for it. And, you know, every time I see somebody in a military uniform, I try to thank them for their service. And, you know, it's a huge sacrifice. Not only they're sacrificing their lives, but time away from their families so that we can be with ours. So, but I think that, you know, all this thing about kneeling is just, the concept of it is so wrong because people are thinking one thing when it's totally not. A veteran himself told him to do it that way because that would be a sign of respect, because I believe that's what they do when they have a fallen soldier. They kneel. We kneel to pray. What bigger honor is that? Somebody could turn their back or walk away. That would be a disrespect. To totally walk away and turn your back, that would be disrespect. Or give the middle finger to the flag or the national anthem, that would be a disrespect. Even though our constitutional right, we have that constitutional right to protest in a peaceful way. So that would kind of like bother me if they walked away or they gave the middle finger or they turned their back. I'd be like, oh my God, not, it's not their fault, but, they're protesting for something that's really happening, and it's not a lie. They're not making it up. So I think that we need to try to see it in a positive way. If a veteran told him that would be the biggest sign of respect, and of course we kneel to pray to God, it's like, whoa, it should be honored. But everybody has the right to think what they want to think. But I didn't see anybody kneel. At least I didn't catch it. In the beginning I was cooking, but I definitely stopped cooking, and I came to the TV when Yolanda Adams, which is another highlight, she sung her song. And, to have a gospel singer, God, I'm forgetting the name of the song. Oh my God. I'm gone blank in one of the most famous songs, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, I love Yolanda Adams. I think she's an amazing gospel singer, and to bring, God into it and something spiritualness into it, that was a good, a good call, and she's an amazing singer, and she had a great voice, and she did amazing. So that was one of the highlights. One of the other big highlights was Demi Lovato. I love that girl. Love that girl. And it was so funny because my daughter had showed me a post or a tweet that she did that years ago she said one day I will sing the national anthem, and her dream came true. And this is a post she did years ago. And to have come so far, and to have just recently had a relapse, and she once again, being so strong, she picked herself back up, and look where she's at now. She's beautiful, she's doing so good, and she didn't give up, and she's as strong as ever. And to have her sing the national anthem, and she sung it so beautifully and so perfectly, I'm just so proud of her. I'm so glad she was chosen. I'm so just so proud of her, because it was just so amazingly perfectly sung, and she certainly deserved it. So that was another highlight. So those are two, plus again 3 actually, because we mentioned the halftime was perfect and amazing and so different, and to have 2 Latinas represent us Hispanics, and to be one being from who I am, Puerto Rican, it's just made me even more proud. And to show her flag, and just everything was perfect. I mean, that was probably one of the best half times ever, if not the best. So yeah, it was just so good to see. And then of course, the mentioning of the woman coach on the 49ers, who is openly gay, and the first woman coach, and just beautiful. And to come out and see that take place in history too. I mean, in so many ways we've come so far. I know the country is going through a really sad and scary time, and it seems like we've been pushed back, and all these years and decades of things that we fought for and worked for, it seems like we've been just pushed back so many decades. But they're also, which is sad, but we'll find our way back. I have faith that this country will find its peace, will find its happiness again, and will regroup and be put back together. I have faith in that. I have to believe in that. So I just deal with everything as it comes, and just keep uplifting, our country also in prayer. So yeah, so it was just so perfect, just to have a lot of history moments in the Super Bowl, and to have it all go so perfectly well. And so yeah, so that's what I thought of the Super Bowl 54. And also, like I was saying, 54 years of Super Bowl, which is, I'm 54. I just turned 54 a couple of weeks ago. And so, I didn't realize that, like I said earlier in the video, that it's been 54 years, and so the Super Bowl's been around since I've been alive. And like I said, Super Bowl happens, some years it's been in January, some years it's been in February. The first one was in January, 2 days before my birthday. And so, I did look up and see if there was ever a Super Bowl exactly on my birthday, and there was in 1971. It was on January 17th, so I thought that was pretty cool. But I'm going to add some pictures or some clips of the Google information that I found out, some historical moments. I'll put a picture up of my brother's text, and yeah, so we'll see. It won't have any of my brother information. It just will be a picture of the pure text. It won't even show his name, so no. Even though I have an amazing brother, and I was glad that we were texting during the whole game, getting excited when we were making points and doing touchdowns, and then like, oh my God, what do you think? You think we're going to do it? And just sharing what each other was cooking, which I'll add pictures of that, and he sent me some pictures of what they did. And so it was a lot of fun to be communicating with him through the game. And he just always has a positive outlook on stuff. And even though he's sad that the team, our Bay Area team, which we're from the Bay Area, lost, but he always sees the positive in it. So he makes it so much better and so much fun. So thank you, Roger, for going through the Super Bowl 54 with me. So yeah. And that's all I have for Super Bowl 54. Let me see, is there anything I'm forgetting? No, I don't think so. And if I do forget anything and want to add it, I'll just add another clip to it. But I hope that you enjoyed Super Bowl 54 wherever you were and whoever you were with, whether you were with family or friends, at a party, at a restaurant or a club watching it on a screen, wherever you decided to be. I hope that you enjoyed the game, and you know, if you're a fan of the 49ers, I hope that you just like, hey, they played a good game and this is what ended up happening, and we always have next year, and you know, we still love them and we still are fans, and so we gotta uplift them. And if you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, well, hey, congratulations to you. Your team won and it's well deserved. So yeah, so I hope you guys all had lots of good food and good fun, and just enjoy it. Like I said, wherever you were with, whoever you were, and whoever you were with. And so that's what Super Bowl is all about. It's about getting together and just watching it and enjoying it and having fun. And sometimes you still have fun, even when our team loses. We still, something in there, you know, helped us to smile, even if it was for a little bit, and helped us to have a little fun. So yeah, so that's all I have for Super Bowl 54. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give it a like. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, because that's the only way you get heads up on every video I upload and into my next video. Thank you so much for watching.